Hi, this is Dr. Grande. I hope you find this video useful. If that's the case, please like it and subscribe to my channel. And as always, thanks for watching. If someone told you that, like a friend of yours told you, that they just could not work 8 hours a day, what would you tell them? What advice would you give them?
I don't know. I would just probably be like, well, you have to do it. Like, you just have to.
Would you believe they could do it?
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I think most people can.
Most people can. You don't really feel you can.
Yeah. I think that's part of what's so hard about it, is it just makes me feel like I'm not normal.
Mm-hmm.
A normal person can work, but I can't.
Maybe in a way you wish you were normal.
Yeah.
So you could do things like that without worry. Mm-hmm. But you've tried the full-time work and it didn't
go well.
It didn't go well. And part of that's the drinking. Right, so you have all this tied together. So if someone came to you and they said they couldn't work 8 hours a day and they were drinking, what might you say to them?
Probably like, how can you afford all that alcohol if you're not going to go out there and work?
So the financial consideration, certainly, yeah. Yeah.
Maybe they would have to cut back, but I know that's easier said than done.
Mm-hmm. It would be painful to cut back. Although you mentioned it has some short-term and maybe even long-term benefits. Although you sounded skeptical that you could actually fall through in the long term.
Yeah.
But logically, you kind of realize that the alcohol's not your friend in all this. Even though it does some things that you like.
Yeah.
It seems to be hurting you.
Mm-hmm.
So in that moment, let's go to the moment when you start drinking. We talked about it, right? When you're like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and your thought is, "I need a drink," and you also had other thoughts about coping with working. Is there anything you could tell yourself or have told yourself in the past in that moment that might delay or prevent you from drinking?
Maybe like, I don't know. I can't think of anything.
Has anything ever happened when you were home and about to drink that derailed that plan?
I don't know.
Does most of the time do you go ahead and drink?
Yeah.
When you were working full-time before, you would start drinking after work, later?
Yeah.
Did that give you a different experience than starting drinking at 2 or 3?
Yeah, I mean, partially it was better because, I knew I had to get to bed for work, and so I couldn't drink as long, and sometimes having a bedtime, it cuts you off at a certain point. But also it was harder because, if I drank too much, it was harder to recoup and go through the day and stuff like that.
All right. Well, let's look at the physical setup at home. You mentioned you have a boyfriend. Does anybody else live there? No. Do you think it'd be possible to set up an environment where there's no alcohol available?
I mean, maybe. I know, my boyfriend drinks too, and he likes to have it in the house, but I know he really wants me to get a job, so I think that he would probably be, supportive in that, maybe only bringing home what he's gonna drink, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can buy just, 1 can or something.
You could reduce the amount that's available that you could get a hold of.
Mm-hmm.
Would that work?
Probably. Like you said, it's going to be painful.
Be painful. Has there ever been a time when you've been home and you wanted to drink, or you started drinking and ran out? What happened then?
I'd usually go get some more.
You go get some more.
Or have my boyfriend go get some more. Or have him bring some home on his way home from work.